Now that we have completed the line-by-line explanation of Act 2, Scene 2 of Julius Caesar, we will be solving 50 MCQs. So, I want you to keep a track of how many questions you can answer. And in the end, I want you to write your score in the comments below. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. So without much delay, let us quickly start the quiz. Number 1. The scene takes place in dash house. Option A, Brutus's. Option B, Cassius's. Option C, Casca's. Or option D, Caesar's. So every scene you must remember where it takes place. So Act 2, Scene 2 takes place in dash house. Whose house was it? Very good. It was Caesar's house. This scene, it takes place in Caesar's house. Number 2. Caesar enters the scene in his dash. Option A, robe. Option B, nightgown. Option C, mantle. Or option D, jacket. So what was Caesar wearing when he enters the scene? You are right. Caesar was wearing his nightgown when he enters the scene. Number 3. Dash had a dream. Option A, Caesar. Option B, Lucius. Option D. Option C, Calpurnia. Or option D, Brutus. So who among these characters had a dream? Brilliant! It was Calpurnia's dream. Number 4. Calpurnia cried in her sleep dash. Option A, once. Option B, twice. Option C, thrice. Or option D, continuously. So she had been crying in her sleep. So here you have to tell me, how many times did Calpurnia cry? Was it once, twice, thrice, or repeatedly, continuously? Very well answered. Calpurnia cried in her sleep thrice. Now number 5. Caesar wanted the dash to perform a sacrifice. Option A, servant. Option B, senators. Option C, watchmen. Or option D, priests. You are correct. Caesar wanted the priests to perform a sacrifice. Number 6. Bring me their opinions of success. Who was supposed to bring their opinion? Option A, senators. Option B, servant. Option C, Calpurnia. Or option D, the soothsayer. Beautiful! It was the servant. The servant was supposed to bring their opinion. There means the priest's opinion. Now number 7. Dash does not want Caesar to stir out of his house. Option A, Cassius. Option B, Calpurnia. Option C, Decius Brutus. Or option D, Brutus. So someone is there who is unwilling to let Caesar to stir out, to go out of his house. Who is that? Correct! It was Calpurnia. Calpurnia was Caesar's wife, and she did not want Caesar to go out of the house. Number 8. Caesar shall forth. Where would Caesar go? Option A, to the priests. Option B, to the soothsayer. Option C, to the Capitol. Or option D, to the conspirators. So who would Caesar go to? Or where would he go? Brilliant! He would go to the Capitol. Number 9. I never stood on ceremonies. Ceremonies refer to dash. Option A, coronation of Caesar. Option B, bad omens. Option C, the foot race. Or option D, the feast of Lupercal. So what does ceremonies imply? Tell me, then we'll celebrate. Yes, it refers to the bad omens. And these lines have been said by Calpurnia. Number 10. The dash had seen the lioness give birth in the streets. Oh, how unusual is that? So who had seen the lioness give birth in the streets? Option A, Calpurnia. Option B, Cassius. Option C, Watchman. Or option D, Caesar. One of the following had seen a lioness. Who is it? Yes, it was the watchman. Number 11. The watchman saw the passionate warriors fight on the dash. Option A, open fields. Option B, clouds. Option C, graveyards. Or option D, pulpit. Pulpit means stage, okay? Like the Senate House had a pulpit. It had a stage, a platform. So where did the watchman see the warriors fight? Correct! He saw the passionate, fiery warriors fight on the clouds. Number 12. The fight between the warriors drizzled dash on the Capitol. Option A, blood. Option B, rain. Option C, water, or option D, wine? So what was drizzling? Pitter-patter raindrops, pitter-patter raindrops. Yes, you are right again. It was the blood. So the warriors were drizzling blood on the Capitol. Number 13. Ghosts did shriek and squeal is an example of dash. Option A, illusion. Option B, personification. Option C, metaphor. Or option D, a simile. So tell me, what does this phrase have as a literary figure? Correct! It is a personification because you see, ghosts are non-living and we are attributing human-like qualities to something non-living. That is why this is an example of a personification. Number 14. Caesar was overconfident about his dash. Option A, wife's dream. Option B, Cassius's plan. Option C, immortality. Or option D, the servant's errands. He was overconfident about something. What was it? Oh yes, it was about his immortality. Caesar thought he was unbeatable. No one could defeat him. And so he was overconfident about his immortality. Number 15. According to Caesar, the bad omens were meant for dash. So these bad omens, whatever was taking place, it was meant for who? Option A, the senators. Option B, the world. Option C, the conspirators. Or option D, the priests. Tell me, these omens were for? Aha! It was for the world. It was for the general people. Number 16. According to Calpurnia, comets are seen when dash die. Option A, beggars. Option B, lions. Option C, wolves. Or option D, princes. Whose death gave rise to comets? Tell me, tell me. Yes, it is princes. So when princes die, what happens? Comets are seen. When beggars die, then the heavens, they are unconcerned. Number 17. For Caesar, the fear of dash was the most strange fear of man. Option A, danger. Option B, death. Option C, dreams. Or option D, dictatorship. What was it? Men feared the most. And you know, Caesar, he did not fear it. And that is why he thought this is the most fear because it is inevitable. So what is it? Very good. It is the fear of death. We all know we will die someday, but we try to prolong death. And this fear of man is the most strange fear according to Caesar. Number 18. The servant brought the news from the dash. Option A, senators. Option B, conspirators. Option C, priests. Or option D, the general Romans. So the news from. The servant was sent to them and now he has come back with news. So who? Correct, the priests. So servant was sent to the priest, remember, to bring news of the sacrifice. So this will be priests. Number 19. The priest could not find a dash within the sacrificed beast. So there was something missing in the beast sacrificed. What was it? Option A, heart. Option B, kidney. Option C, lungs. Or option D, liver. What was it? Bravo! It was the heart. The priest could not find a heart within the sacrificed beast. Beast here refers to the animal that was sacrificed. That animal did not have a heart. You know, Tony Stark doesn't have a heart. Okay, so coming back to our lesson. Number 20. Caesar is more dangerous than he. He here refers to dash. Option A, Cassius. Option B, Calpurnia's dream. Option C, death. Or option D, danger. What is he? That is more dangerous. Caesar is said to be more dangerous than him. What can it be? What can it be? Yes, it is danger. So Caesar, he says that danger is not as dangerous as me. I am more dangerous than danger itself. Now number 21. Danger has been dashed by Caesar. Option A, allegorized. Option B, elevated. Option C, personified. Or option D, lamented. So tell me. Very good. Here again, danger has been personified. Number 22. For Caesar, danger and he were like two dash born in one day. Option A, wolves. Option B, lions. Option C, hinds. Or option D, sheep. So danger and Caesar were like which animal? Yes, the lions. They were like lions born in one day. Because lions are proud, lions are ferocious. So here, Danger and Caesar, both, they are horrifying, terrifying, frightful, proud. Now number 23. Between Caesar and Danger, Dash was the elder one. Option A, Danger. Option B, Caesar. Option C, both were equal. Or option D, none of the above. Correct! Caesar! Caesar was the elder one. You know all the answers. I am sure you're keeping a track of your score, aren't you? I am sure it's full marks till now. Number 24. For Calpurnia, Caesar's dash was swallowed in confidence. Option A, dreams. Option B, ambition. Option C, love. Or option D, wisdom. So Caesar's what was swallowed? What was consumed in his confidence? Correct! It was his wisdom, his ability to think that was consumed because of his overconfidence. Number 25. Calpurnia decided to send Dash to the Senate House. Option A, Decius Brutus. Option B, the servant. Option C, Mark Antony. Or option D, Publius. So whom would she send to the Senate House? Correct! It is Mark Antony. Calpurnia decided to send Mark Antony or Antonius to the Senate House, the capital. Number 26. For Dash satisfaction, Caesar decided to stay at home. Option A, the servants. Option B, Calpurnia's. Option C, the priests. Or option D, Decius Brutus's. So for someone's satisfaction, Caesar said, okay, I will not go to the Senate House today. I will stay at home. So who was it? Correct! It was his wife, Calpurnia. For Calpurnia's satisfaction, Caesar decided to stay at home. Number 27. Dash had first come to escort Caesar to the Senate House. Option A, Publius. Option B, Mark Antony. Option C, Decius Brutus. Or option D, Trebonius. So here you have to name the first person who had come. Beautifully answered. It was Decius Brutus. He had come because he had taken the responsibility to bring Caesar from his house to the Senate house. So he is one of the conspirators, and this MCQ is important because here we come to know what task was assigned to Decius in the conspiracy, in the act of conspiracy. So Decius was assigned the task to bring Caesar, to fetch Caesar from his house to the capital, where the assassination would take place. Number 28. Dash insisted Decius to lie to the senators. Option A, Mark Antony. Option B, Caesar. Option C, Trebonius. Or option D, Calpurnia. So someone said, go to the Senate house, tell the senators that Caesar is sick, and that is why he won't be able to attend today's event. So who said this? Correct! It was Calpurnia. Calpurnia insisted Decius to lie to the senators, to tell the senators that Caesar had been ill. Number 29. That is enough to satisfy the Senate. That refers to dash. Option A, Caesar's will. Option B, Calpurnia's dream. Option C, Caesar's illness. Or option D, Calpurnia's fears. So in this phrase, what does that imply? Aha! It does imply Caesar's will. So Caesar said, because I don't want to go there, that is why I will not go there. So you see, there is a commanding thing. Now number 30. Calpurnia had seen dash statue in her dream. Whose statue? Option A, Cinna's. Option B, Caesar's. Option C, Brutus's. Or option D, Pompey's. So whose statue did Calpurnia see in her dream? Quickly, answer quickly. Yes, it was Caesar's statue. 31. Calpurnia compared the streaming out of Caesar's blood to a dash. Option A, river. Option B, lake. Option C, fountain. Or option D, spring. So Caesar's blood coming out of the statues has been compared to what? You are streaming it quite well. It is fountain. Very good. Keep it up. Now number 32. Like a fountain with 100 sprouts. This is an example of dash. Option A, simile. Option B, hyperbaton. Option C, hyperbole. Or option D, both option A and option C. That is a simile, and a hyperbole. So tell me, what does this phrase have? Which literary figure? Yes, it is both a simile and a hyperbole. See, the comparison, it begins with the term like. That is why it is a simile, where Caesar's blood sprouting out has been compared to a fountain. And it is also a hyperbole because in this line, the line has been exaggerated. See, with 100 sprouts. So 100 sprouts is a hyperbole. It is an exaggeration. Number 33. Dash washed their hands in Caesar's blood. Option A, the senators. Option B, the lusty Romans. Option C, the servants. Or option D, the priests. This is quite simple and direct. Yes, you are right again. It is the lusty Romans. Lusty means the ones who are very muscular. So, the lusty Romans, they washed their hands in Caesar's blood. The blood streaming out like fountain. Number 34. According to Dash, Calpurnia's dream was misinterpreted. Option A, Mark Antony. Option B, Trebonius. Option C, Decius Brutus. Or option D, Cinna. So someone said that no, you have wrongly understood Calpurnia's dream. This does not signify what you think. So let me explain it to you. So who said all these things? Oh, correct. It is Decius Brutus. Decius told Caesar that you have been interpreting Calpurnia's dream amiss. Amiss means wrongly. 35. For Decius, the dream was dash. Option A, fortunate. Option B, unfortunate. Option C, an evil warning. Or option D, unfair. So how was the dream? Calpurnia's dream? Yes, it was fortunate. Decius says that the dream was fair and fortunate. Fair and fortunate, this is an alliteration. Number 36. According to Decius, Caesar's blood would dash Roman strength. So what would his blood do? Option A, damage. Option B, shatter. Option C, recover. Or option D, ruin. Very good. You have not ruined a single answer. It is recover. Remember what Decius said? That Caesar's blood would revive the Roman strength. So, revive means recover. So, Caesar's blood would recover Roman strength, the Roman might. Number 37. For Caesar, Dash had well expounded the dream. Expounded means to explain, to describe. So who had well expounded the dream of Calpurnia? Option A, Decius Brutus. Option B, the priests. Option C, Calpurnia. Or option D, the servant. Correct. It is Decius Brutus. Caesar thought Decius Brutus had well expounded the dream. Number 38. Dash had decided to crown Caesar that day. Option A, Mark Antony. Option B, the Senate. Option C, Cassius. Or option D, Brutus. So who would crown Caesar that day? Who had decided? Yes, it was the senators, the magistrates of the Senate House. They had decided that they would crown Caesar that day, and that is why he had been called to the Capitol, to the Senate House in the Capitoline Hills. Number 39. Their minds may change. There refers to Dash. Option A, the priests. Option B, the senators. Option C, the servants. Or option D, the public. Whose minds can change? Tell me. Mind-blowing! The senators. So, the senators had decided to crown Caesar that day. So, if Caesar, he does not go, then what will happen? The minds of the senators, it may change. Number 40. The Romans would mock Caesar for being a dash. Option A, henpecked husband. Option B, blunt fellow. Option C, a lazy person. Or option D, a fickle-minded Roman. So the Romans would accuse Caesar of something. What was it? Yes, a henpecked husband. That is a husband who constantly listens to his wife. So the Romans would mock Caesar because he paid heed. He paid attention to Calpurnia's dream and stayed at home because of his wife's begging and pleading. That would make Caesar appear like a coward, right? Now the final 10 questions. Are you ready for it? It is a countdown. And again, I'm telling you, please remember your score because you have to write it in the comments below. Number 41. I am ashamed I did yield to them. Them refers to dash. Option A, watchman's dream. Option B, Calpurnia's fears. Option C, the senator's request. or option D, the public's rejoicement? So what is them? What does them imply? Correct! It suggests Calpurnia's fears. Number 42. Caesar asks for his dash to prepare himself. Option A, robe. Option B, taper. Option C, letters. Or option D, coronet. So what does he ask for? Correct! Caesar asked for his robe because remember he was on his nightgown. So you cannot go to the Senate house with your nightgown on, can you? So Caesar is telling that I want my robe. Give me my robe. Number 43. Dash was one of the senators. Option A, Publius. Option B, Ligarius. Option C, Metellus. Or option D, Trebonius. So who among them was a magistrate, a senator? Correct! It was Publius. Publius was one of the senators at the Capitol. Number 44. An og had made Dash lean. Option A, Caius Cassius. Option B, Publius. Option C, Caius Ligarius. Or option D, Metellus. So there was a fever and this person, he had become lean, slim, spare because of that. So who was he who was attacked by this fever? Yes, it was Caius Ligarius. Mind you, Caius Cassius is also lean, but he was not affected by this fever. This fever had come to Caius Ligarius. Number 45. The conspirators came to escort Caesar at dash. At what time? Option A, 7 o'clock. Option B, 8 o'clock. Option C, 9 o'clock. Or option D, 10 o'clock. Hickory dickory dock. Yes, it is 8 o'clock. The conspirators came to escort Caesar at 8 o'clock. Number 46. Dash used to celebrate long nights. So this person is into merrymaking, amusement, entertainment. Who is he? Option A, Publius. Option B, Metellus. Option C, Ligarius. Or option D, Mark Antony, Antonius. Bravo! It is Mark Antony. So Mark Antony, he was into games, he was into entertainment. He was a very lively person, a cheerful person, a hearty man. Number 47. Caesar wanted to talk with Metellus, Trebonius, and Dash. Who is the third person? Option A, Cinna. Option B, Casca. Option C, Brutus. Or option D, Antony. So Metellus, Trebonius, and who is the third person? Very good. It is Cinna. The third person is Cinna. So Metellus, Trebonius, and Cinna, Caesar wanted to talk to them. Number 48. Your best friends shall wish I had been further. I refers to Dash. Option A, Cinna. Option B, Metellus. Option C, Trebonius. Or option D, Brutus. So basically you have to tell me who is the speaker of these words. Who said the following phrase? Your best friends shall wish I had been further. Further means away. Very good. It was Trebonius. Trebonius had said the quoted phrase. Number 49. Caesar wished to taste some dash with the conspirators. Option A, wine. Option B, supper. Option C, dinner. Or option D, fruits. So what would they eat? Come on, only one more question left. Quickly tell us, what would they eat? Oh, your hunger for knowledge is so beautiful. You are right again. Because Caesar, he definitely did wish to taste some wine with the conspirators. Now the final question. So if you have come to my channel for the first time, please subscribe after we end this quiz. Number 50. Dash lamented that every like is not the same. Option A, Trebonius. Option B, Cinna. Option C, Metellus. Or option D, Brutus. So someone regretted this. Someone was yearning because of this, was sad because of this. Because of what? Every like is not the same. So who was suffering this lamentation? Correct, it was Brutus. Because Brutus loved Caesar. And now because of this conspiracy, he has to go against his best friend. So that is why he is lamenting that every like is not the same. So with this, we have completed the MCQ of this scene. If you want to check the explanation or the solved question answers from this scene, please check the description box below. I have provided the links to all the things you require from Julius Caesar as well as other texts in your syllabus. So you must score good no matter what, because you are soaring. You are the growing par with growing feathers. So, I also have a Telegram channel and a WhatsApp channel which you may join, where I share notes and practice grammar. So, till I come with my next video,